Hello guys and welcome to another ProfileTree video. So in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Squarespace SEO and analytics. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the SEO and analytics of a Squarespace website. Now it is very simple to manage and I'm just going to show you the quick and simple must-do steps in order to get your website ranking. So we've got a dummy website here. If depending on how many pages your site has, it's always best, whether this is a e-commerce site or a non-e-commerce site, you are best to check the metadata for each of the individual pages that you have. The best way to find this is technically what we call the dashboard of the Squarespace site. Now, yes, you can see a preview on the right side, but you'll have this option on the left. You'll know that you're in the right area when you do see setup guide, website, pages, styles, and assets. So all that I want to click on here first is the pages. Now, as I say, depending on the amount of pages that you have, you will see it through here, whether it's on the main navigation, being the header, or the not link section. So each of these pages will have a little gear icon to the far right side. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and click on that, and you'll have the option then to see the page settings. Now you'll see your page title, which at the minute says test. Test for navigation title, URL slug is test. You want to make sure with the slug as well that you don't want it to be too big. Just make sure that your wording is correct. Sometimes it can cause a little bit of an issue when people are trying to find your a particular page within the website. Let's just say a misspelling on contact us. This is going to be your URL. Always want to make sure it's correct. Sometimes as well, it could be copy of or general one. So you just want to make sure that this is bang on and make sure it's perfect before you publish the website. Now you'll have an option as well to check your SEO. At the minute, you can see that there's no SEO title and there's no SEO description. It is currently saying that with the SEO title, I've got about 100 characters. Now, I would just keep it around 60 characters. That would be the best practice for SEO. And then another one as well is for your SEO description. I would just keep it at around 160 characters would be best, again, for good practice for SEO. Now, as long as they are filled up, you're already doing the first few steps in order to make sure that your website is ranking. Of course, this is optional, but I would recommend to just fill them all up, especially depending on how many pages you have on the website as well. Just get them all filled. Another thing that you should do as well is if you wanted to add a social image, so an alternate social sharing image. So it is when you're sharing it on Facebook, instead of the logo or site logo, you can see that if you don't add social sharing image, we'll use your social sharing logo or site logo instead. So this would be good for blogs, or if you want to share a shop page, it's just good to have. Every unique one is going to make a difference. And then of course, as well as that, you could add alt text. Again, alt text would be alternative text for that image, because every search engine can't actually read what the image is, but if you explain it, it will end up categorizing it for a particular search engine results page. And then of course you can click on advanced as well. These are just custom scripts basically for your website. Not really needed unless you're gonna do something like reCAPTCHA. I don't believe the reCAPTCHA properly works on Squarespace, so some website owners may receive spam, which is one thing about Squarespace at the minute. So we'll just close that. Now that is pretty much the pages for each part. You'll always get that gear icon, as I say, again located to the far right. What you could do as well is check out how the website is doing. So if you go back home, on the very, very bottom, you'll see an option there that says analytics. So if we click on that, we'll get a better understanding of the traffic as well as the search keywords. So this lets us know as well what exactly people are searching for in order to reach our site. Now, at the minute, there is no Google Search Console connected to this website. Again, good to create one. have one made, at least then you're seeing what exactly is going on with your site. What are the different keywords? What's your impressions like? Your click-through rate as well. So it's all going to show it there. And then within the geography part as well there, again, it's just letting you know the people opening or seeing your site within their specific location. Again, you can target those areas local to you if you are just going to stick to being a local business and promoting your website in that area. Or if you're trying to hit a global side of things, then of course that's where you would explore several more different keywords. Now with the traffic sources, again, it's telling us here our website visits, revenue, checkouts, conversion rate. Then you also have, as you can see, average order value, and then you have your revenue per visit as well. Traffic is where we want to be at. We want to see the amount of page views that we have going on here as well, and unique visitors. Now, bounce rate is a very important one for SEO as well. So this is where we're seeing whether people are coming onto the website and staying there and making sure that they're taking a look at the site fully. So it's always best to take the user experience, UI UX, into consideration. Want to make sure that the website looks good, as well as have the relevant information that they need in order to either make a purchase or even to just read through the actual site, just depending on what business you have. So that part is the analytics. Now, if you are going to be creating a Google Search Console, I'll go ahead and show you that now. Now, your Google Search Console will just be right here. So just search it up, and then you can go ahead and select Start Now. Now, one thing about this as well, at the minute we have, as you can see, ProfileTree, but the way to do it is you need to go and click on here and then add a property. So it'll say select property type. You would just type or enter in your domain name and just make sure you verify that domain. But you will be able to see a full report on how many people are actually doing a web search and clicking on the site. It'll just give you a graph. And then on top of this as well, you can see some of your keywords, which will be located on the search results here. And on top of this as well, you can inspect any URL that is within that particular domain. So that is pretty much how to manage the SEO and analytics of your site. But there you have it, folks. That is the basics of SEO and analytics for a Squarespace website. Any questions at all, please do let us know in the comment section below. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.